Hi, welcome to Beyond the Numbers, where we explore the fascinating world of data and how it drives the decisions that shape our lives. I am Omolola Astrop, and I'm thrilled to have you join me on this journey today. In our last video, we explored how to create a needs assessment questionnaire using KoboToolbox. We learned why needs assessments are crucial for identifying gaps and making evidence-based decisions. We also got our hands on with KoboToolbox, discovering its unique features as a free user-friendly tool that supports both online and offline data collection. Today, we are moving further to view and analyze the data collected with the form directly on KoboToolbox dashboard. We'll also walk through downloading and exporting the dataset to various statistical analysis tools for making sense of the data, extracting insights, and using it to inform actionable decisions. Come on, grab a cup of coffee as we go on today. You're welcome back. So you go to KoboToolbox again, like we did in our last video. And here's the form that we designed. About 29 people have submitted data. They have filled the questionnaire and submitted. So we want to see what we have in it. So when you click on the form, it brings you here and you can see a kind of summary of 29 in total. As at the day we deployed, maybe we had just 2, then going on, it kept increasing. So then you come here, you come to data, and this is where you're going to have all the data set in form of a table. You can see it in form of a table. All the variables are there. You can as well scroll down. So even if you have your data set in thousands, you're going to find them here. All the variables that we had, we already have them here as well, your age, gender, and so on. So for you now, you can now come to reports. And this shows you a very nice overview of what you have. Your non-technical stakeholders, even if you show them this report, it's going to make some sense to them. So it's telling us that out of the 29, we have about 55.17% that are between the ages of 35 and 44. Then for 25 to 34 years, we have about 27.59. Then for 45 to 54, we have about 17.24%. And there you have it in a table as well. Then if you come to the gender, we have about 58.62% as females, then 41.38% as males. So for each variable, that's the way it analyzes it. Then you have urban, 82% are living in urban areas. 10% says they are living in rural areas. And about 7% says they are living in semi-urban areas. Then you come here, the profession they do, what is their primary occupation? About half of the population are they clicked on others. So we do not know what that others is. That is why I explained earlier that when you are designing your questionnaire, be careful of using others, because if this variable is so important in your analysis and you're already having half of the data set saying others, then you start to think, where will the other fall into? The teachers, about 24% are teachers. Healthcare workers, about 10%. Unemployed, 6.9%, farmers, 3%, and traders, 3%. Then you can go on as well, how many people are in the household. So we can see here that you have an average of 4 people in each household. That's the average household size. We have the median, we have the mode, and we have the standard deviation. Quite a lot of statistical analysis have been done here as well. Then you move to reliable access to drinking water. How many of them have access to it? 82%. 17% says they do not. Then you scroll down again. So you see all your variables being detailed and very clear, even to people that do not understand so much statistics and so much of data analysis. So then you go on. So here This is an example of, look at here, we say the challenges they have. Quite a lot said, about half of the population also said others. 44% said unemployment, poor healthcare service, food insecurity, lack of clean water, inadequate housing. Then coming here, because we allow them to type, then you should expect that when people type, you can have typographical errors, you can have some inputs that you do not even know how to group them. So let's look at this. This person said good road, well-paid employment, funding for business and scholarship, funding and scholarship for children. We can see that these are similar, so you can group them. Employment, you can group them. Undergraduate scholarship is part of scholarship, funding for education, you can group them, and on like that. But if you know that it's going to give you issues and it's a very important data set, variable in your analysis, then it's better that you give options. Then you now say others and give them the, for those that are saying others, then you cannot ask them that they should type what other they mean. Then, yeah, let's go to this gallery. We do not have gallery here. You know, when we were designing the form previously, in the last video, we explained that even if you want them to take pictures or you want them to upload pictures, you can do that in your form design. So assuming we ask them to take a picture of where they are or their faces or anything, you're going to have pictures in your gallery. All the pictures taken will be in your gallery. Now we come to map. This is very interesting. You know, earlier when we designed the form, we said they should capture their coordinates. However, we made it optional. So we should expect that maybe not all of them would agree to capture their coordinates. But for those that capture their coordinates, we have it here. You have some people in the United Kingdom. You have some people in, I think we have Portugal, London, Cardiff. We have in Nigeria. You can see. So as we expand them, you can actually see the locations, the exact locations of those people. You can see their streets, you can see where they are. But we are not going to do that in this video. But if you design your form and you expand them, you will see exactly where these people are. We can see Akobo, we can see. So if I expand really well, you see their streets, you see their houses. And we have some people in Canada. Sorry, yeah, we have some people in the US and in Canada as well. So you can see, if we expand this thing too, we are going to see their locations and their street address and everything. This validates, this gives you a clear validation that these are people that are traceable. So if you are using a data for humanitarian support or a development project, you can trace these people and you realize that they are not just non-existent people. So now to downloading. So if I come here, if you click on downloads, I want to download the data set into either XLS, Excel, or CSV, or JSON, or SPSS. So you can download your forms, your data sets into any of this. So if you have your pictures, if you want to download, if you want to take the GPS coordinates and you want to map them on maybe Google Earth Pro, you can also do this as well. So let's do this one. If you want to download the pictures on your system or in your drive, then you click on media attachment and it's going to zip all the pictures and download them. So here we'll do XLS. Yeah, labels, and we'll say export. So let me just say this. You can include fields, you can store data, numbers, responses as text. You can decide on whatever you want to do. If you don't want some variables to be exported, you click on this and you select the ones you want to be exported and you leave the ones you do not want to be exported. But in this case, we want all of them to be exported. So we come here. And we say export. So you have your data set here. Then you say download. So it's asking me where I want it to be downloaded to. So I can just put it on my downloads, save. Then I'll come here and open it. So opening it now, I have my data set here in Excel. It's telling me when the data collection started and the date it ended. So the variables are here, the age. So as well, you can do your filtering, you can do whatever you want to do with it on Excel. And you can as well export this data from Excel and put it on your Stata or put it in SAS or put it in other tools you want to use for your analysis. You can as well download it in CSV and put it on Google Data Studio to make the visualization and everything on Google Data Studio. Then you share the link with your stakeholders. So they are not going to see all this data. They are not going to see all these tables. What they are going to see is the dashboard, which makes it visually appealing to them. So today we have been able to do that, and I hope that in the next video would go further into the analysis. Thank you. Remember to subscribe, please. Share with your friends. Let me know your input. Let me know what you think I should do better, and I look forward to our next video. Thank you.